Chris, and this is my I bought another car video. So this is a 1978 Datsun 280Z. And I don't know anything about them, so feel free to correct me or whatever you got to do in the comments. So I apologize in advance. The car does not run and it has a stuck wheel, so I can't move it out so we can get better shots of it. So this is as far away from it as I can get. So if you're going to buy one of these Z cars, it needs to be as complete as possible. So from 69 to 73, they had the 240Z. And the 240 just means a 2.4 liter inline six. And then in 1974, they came out with the 260Z, which is super rare. I've never even seen one in real life. And the only difference is really is a 2.6 liter. And then 75 through 78 would be the 280Z. So 69 through 78 are pretty much going to be this body style with small changes here and there. The coolest thing about the 280Z are the hood vents. They are functional, but I don't really think they do that much, but they do look cool and I love that. So since the body stayed the same from 69, they didn't want to redesign anything, so they just put the impact bumpers. Some people hate them. I personally don't like them, and I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I'm going to take off or modify from the looks of the car. But if the car was in really good condition, original paint, I would leave them on there 100%, but we got to do body work on them, so they need to come off anyway. Look at my little cat I rescued. So the 240 has different taillights on it. I don't have a problem with these taillights, and I think they look just fine. Brand new to these cars, so I don't know everything about the hatches. I've seen some with some little vents that look pretty cool. I'm guessing that's an earlier year. So I paid $3,000 for this car, and it costs $350 to have it towed 40 miles. And this was completely intact. I seen it, I said something about it, but it was just one of those things we're just trying to get out of there, and two of them blew off on the freeway. The guy told me when he last seen him on there, I went back and found one, and I'm actually going to go back and retrace the path that he went, and hopefully I'll find it. If not, it's only 16th inch aluminum, and this can definitely be made. I'm actually going to experiment with this. Maybe cut this little impact zone out since it's damaged and try to just push the bumper forward with a gap. Might actually look pretty good. Maybe give some people some ideas if that has not already been done, and which it probably has. Little lid. Crappy freaking, god dang it. Door, still okay. So these emblems should pop out, I think. Oh god. I guess that's a vent in there. Hopefully the emblems are not expensive, because even though we have that, the chrome's knocked off of it. So I'm gonna delete the antenna. The other side's in bad shape. We got the 280 on the driver fender, but missing on the passenger, so I'll probably try to find a set online. When I was younger, I would have just shaved all the emblems, but as I get older, I'm 38 now, I feel like the car needs all the emblems. I always want to check everything out, get down and look at these cars. Everything seems to be there 100%. You know, and looking at the front, maybe chop that out, push the bumpers in. So this headlight bucket's got some damage on it. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like it's just stuck in there. Here's another sign. Cut that out, push the bumper forward. I'm gonna do it now 100%. Front balance looking good. I can already see some rust issues typical on the rockers. We're gonna cut and replace and weld everything perfect on this car. Front balance looking good on the passenger side. Small issues, nothing too crazy. The body lines on the car look very good. Every piece of glass on this car is good. There's no cracks in that windshield. That is insane. I love that. I know the hood looks good on camera, but it was actually smashed up pretty bad. So this little piece right here looks good. Windshield wipers look good. You want all the trim on these cars. This stuff right here that's in the windshield molding is extremely difficult to put in. So hopefully we don't have to pull the windshield out to weld that little hole up. All the trim is there on this car. Hopefully we can get handles, door mirrors cheap. So this piece unlatches and pulls up. Okay. Personally, I think I like it without that piece, but I'm not gonna throw it away just yet. So all the trim on the driver's side. Windows look good. What in the world? Somebody scratched the freaking glass. What a dumbass. All right, so the trim is all surprisingly in good shape. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm keeping that on there. It looks way better like that. All right, so now we can go inside the car. Did that really just happen? you guys and girls that mess with old cars, did you see that? The struts are still holding it up. There's no way on earth that these are original. All around there appears to be okay. I don't know what the heck these things are. Oh, for the heaters, rear defroster. That's awesome. So this is how it always starts. You get tired of your car, so you start setting greasy, nasty parts, and then one day you regret it. But it does look like we can get this carpet cut. It's not going to be too difficult. I actually thought that all this stuff was missing out of this car, and I'm very surprised it's still in here. I mean, look at that, all that stuff in here, those covers. So all that wood stuff is in good shape. Missing the spare, I'll be able to find that. Okay, so this has been removed right here to access something in there. I don't know, sending unit maybe. So I'm actually very pleased with the trunk area being complete like that. You can see it has a little stopper for your cargo. Very cool. Liking this a lot. Oh, okay. In case you have no idea what this is or why in the world would anybody put that on there, they're not trying to make their car look like the Batmobile. On Earth, the sun is up and it's going to radiate heat down. And if you have this big open window right here, it's going to heat up. Heat is radiant, and it's going to mess with your AC on the car if you even have it on here. So this is going to deflect that heat. So the heat and the sun is coming from the top, and it's louvered like that because it allows you to see out the back. That's why it looks like that. I'm pretty sure the top of this car has a bunch of damage on it, but it's small. The rear hatch fits nice. Car's never been wrecked. It's another reason I buy them. I do not buy wrecked cars. I do not recommend ever buying a wrecked car. I get triggered on these YouTube channels that build wrecked cars because wrecked cars are pieces of shit. You learn that. In my world, a wrecked car is a parts car, not a car that you restore. Doors open nice. All the lines look right. Everything looks good. Never been wrecked. Same thing with the driver. Door opens just nice. Closes just right. Door panel so close to have been usable. I actually like it. I don't see any problem even with the color. Roll up windows, roll up very, very nice. Door handle down there. That's some crap they put on here. Get this shit off of here. Piston. Okay, I absolutely hate stuff like that. I'd rather have that. So passenger door panel. So close. Look at that, man. So close to being able to use these. Another one of these. You know, at least we got most of the stuff. That sucks. Passenger seat. Actually not in bad shape, but we have to replace them because of that. The reason being that if we take the time and try to clean these up perfect, put them back in there, this is just going to go all the way down and we wasted our time. So we got to recover them. A little seat. Ooh, that worked. All the wires to the back of the car. This is not what you ever want to see. Got a fuel pump. Hopefully that works. These cars have fuel pump issues. All right, just some random stuff. Lug nuts. All right, there's the fuse box. Very cool. So dashes in these cars are always cracked. You can't buy one. You got to repair it. It's not that bad though. That still works. Okay, driver's seat screwed up. Getting in the car. Oh my God, that was surprisingly easy. Oh my God, you got plenty of legroom in this car. Oh my goodness. I like that. Damn, the seat goes back pretty decent. Pretty decent. You always worry about that in a smaller car. It does not matter if you are a short person or a tall person. You can fit in this thing, I promise you. This honestly feels like it has more room in it than a Corvette. Very cool. Got these weird pedal covers. I hope that's not factory. I do not like stuff like that. So the clutch, we have nothing. Brakes, we have nothing. Accelerator, well, it has a bunch of mechanical linkage. Appears to be intact. You know, so the console's all there. Very good. It's got this little door. Nice. This, very cool. So the emergency brake, all that is okay. Okay, so the shifter is completely loose. Not sure what in the world is going on here. It's not the normal side to side. That's the normal side to side. Look, it's like clutch doesn't work. First, second, third, fourth. He said it was a 4-speed and not a 5-speed. So reverses. Okay. Is it a 5-speed? No. Okay, that's reverse. So I'm gonna have to replace some of that stuff. Look how simple this is. It's just a toggle. So the cheap brand, I don't like those. Does it have air conditioner? It does. Very cool. Okay. Vents seem to be intact. All right, the gauges seem to be in good condition. We have a crack right there, that's fine. Gauges seem to be in good condition. So the steering wheel's all there. I'm glad it has this button. It looks to be in good shape. It has this weird cover. Let me get this off. I fucking hate steering wheel covers so much. So the steering wheel is actually in really good shape. I am so amazed. Oh my God, I was real worried about this button being screwed up. All right, so the diameter of the steering wheel is a little big because the car does not have power steering. Just keep that in mind. All right, so all the trim pieces. Headliner looks good. This, we'll have to get a new mirror. Screwed up. So the visors, a little screwed up. We can use them. Ooh, they're tactical look. Awesome. So does it have a mirror for the ladies? Ooh, it does. Very cool. Now we appear to have all the interior pieces of this car intact. Worst thing is the dash. Split open, but they all do that. It does have the original Nissan key. I'm gonna try to fix that. That's awesome, but it's a copy. The ignition switch is a little weird because you put it in off. So it's lock, off, accessory on, momentary start. Okay, so steering wheel is steel like that. I don't know if we have tilt. Is it tilt? No, hell no. Steering column is just fixed. Got switch over here with a bunch of stuff on it. Very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and pop the hood and finish this video up. The hood release or latch is right there. Very cool. Let's look under the hood. Damn, I thought that was a fucking snake. So to get the hood open, we popped it open from the inside and it has like a little latch right here. The louvers from the inside. I guess I'm missing a piece. You can see how the hood was completely beat up. These little things pop out, so you can put a battery in there. This side to slave cylinder. This is how I got the car with all this stuff opened up. So this is a 1978, but it has electronic fuel injection on there. And notice it has multi-port. This is a 2.8 liter. It makes about 150 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. You know, I have no idea where the computer for the fuel injection is, but we have a airflow sensor, like your mass airflow. Hopefully that's good. What appears to be a TPS, throttle position sensor right there. EGR. And honestly, I have no idea what's going on here at all. And of course, the car is supposed to run, but when you see stuff like this, it really makes you doubt that. This cannot be opened up. If it is, this thing will just run like crap. The distributor is missing a hold down for the bottom, so it won't even stay on there. The cap and rotor. So it's points ignition. Got the 6-volt coil right here. This wire that's shorted out looking was stuck right there. If you see a wire that looks like that, pull it out, figure out why it looks like that. Oh look, we have an AC compressor down there. Very cool. I didn't think this car had air conditioner. It's got this little under hood light. Definitely going to be fixing that. So notice all the accelerator linkage, all mechanical. Going to our TPS sensor, our throttle housing right there. So I'm actually very excited to figure this fuel injection out. We have little vacuum lines missing. I know that's not good. Okay, so we have manifold vacuum. Is that a pressure regulator? Not sure. So we have air intake right here. This boot's missing. This is our, oh, where our air filter goes. Very cool. And then it comes over here, but it chooses to go back into the engine bay. All right, radiator. Watch it be empty. Of course it's empty. Okay. Hood prop, very cool. So then we have a charcoal canister. Always leave this on your car. This is the vent, the HVAC for your fuel tank. Don't ever take that off. As tempting as that is to remove, don't. You need that. And I'm hoping that this is not a vacuum reservoir for the fuel injection, because look, it's not hooked up. Sometimes they will use these for the HVAC, the AC controls. We don't have pop-up headlights. Anyway, that should be hooked up. Got an oil pressure sender, alternator. Would you look at that? Would you seriously? It's loose. Why is this loose on this car? It's not supposed to be loose like that. It's almost weird to me where they put the oil filter, where anybody could change the oil. Starter, where anybody could change the starter. All right, so we got the water pump with the lines running into the heater core, back into the engine block. Big aluminum valve cover, overhead cam. Hopefully that's all in good shape. I'm guessing this is for the air conditioner. Have no idea what that is. Have no idea what these are. Fuel filters out here in the engine bay. All these fuel lines, they have to be replaced 100%. I believe the fuel pressure is about 26 psi to 32. So you can't just put any fuel pump in there. And I'm pretty sure that this is that 30 psi aftermarket pump that you mount externally. This one does not have a fuel pump in the gas tank. An empty radiator usually means it has a leak in it. Fan shroud's intact, plastic fan, clutch feels good on it. And I almost did not see this. We have a radiator overflow tank out here. Very cool. So it is unfortunate that these rubber boots are damaged, but at least we have the old ones so we can match them to the new ones if we find them. Yeah, not too excited about all the little lids being missing. Oil dipstick is over here. That looks normal. They said they had the engine rebuilt about 20 years ago, but they never drove it. So I'm hoping that all the compression is going to be good. We'll do a video on this one, get it started and running for the first time. And we are going to check compression on this one to confirm that it was a rebuilt engine. The manual transmission, you can barely see it, 4-speed. I was hoping it was going to have a 5-speed, but that's fine. All right, so the hood's not folded in half, so you're going to push down when you close these hoods. And then you come up here. Oh god dang it. There you go. So that's my $3,000 1978 Datsun 280Z. It does not run, has many visible mechanical problems. We're not going to jump straight to working on this car, but every time I get something like this, I have to get it running and driving, or at least I can move it around the yard. Very simple car, a very light car, a very small car. And if you ever get the chance to sit inside of one of these in the seat, you will get it. Very comfortable feeling car. So I document these cars when I first get them, because I want to see personally, does my attitude change as time goes on? Do I love it more? And how much of an improvement did I really make to it? And another thing is, I always thought those were aluminum casted wheels. Those are hubcaps. Well, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.